Renaming the Department of Defense to the Department of War is an obvious propaganda move, but what is it really trying to do? Fascism thrives in perpetual conflict. In fact, it needs to create conflict in order to succeed. And part of that is to prove that peace is impossible and that war is inevitable. Our military does so much more than wage war. We're a key part of U.S. diplomacy. We gather information not just for political purposes, but for scientific purposes. And yes, we do our own research as well in engineering. These things bleed over into the rest of society. We build things, we create solutions to environmental problems. We do the research and development on so many aspects of life that have nothing to do with war, more to do with like medicine and climate and geography. We create technicians, we educate, we keep shipping lanes open and keep the skies free as well. Now, is the military required to do most of this stuff? No, it's not. But unfortunately, that's what our society has chosen to implement, and it's working for us right now. And we're not going to get rid of the military if that's what you're looking for. So now let's look at what they're trying to do with it. They're trying to create a perception where any use of the military, aside from breaking things and unaliving people, is inappropriate to the military mission. We're the Department of War. We don't give a shit about the whales. We're the Department of War. So what if there's some collateral damage when a bomb goes off in a city? We're the Department of War. Of course, we're going to strong arm people into paying us for shipping instead of just making sure everything is free and open. We're the Department of War. We're not going to pay for our soldiers' education. They get paid plenty. They can save and be big boys and go to university on their own. We're the Department of War. We're not going to respond to distress calls of boats on the ocean or allow aircraft in emergencies to land at our airfields. We're the Department of War. Any research we do better be for stronger soldier or more capable equipment. We're the Department of War. Defense is for the weak. We will protect our interests with aggression. We're the Department of War. Feed the machine, or they'll point us in your direction. And the worst part is, everyone's going to fall for it, because people are, by and large, silly. Yes.
So, Pete, you started off by saying the Department of Defense, and somehow it didn't sound good to me. You know, it didn't sound good. Defense, what are we defense? Why are we defense? So it used to be called the Department of War, and it had a stronger sound, and as you know, we won World War I, we won World War II, we won everything. Now we have a Department of Defense. We're defenders. I don't know. If you people want to, standing behind me, if you take a little vote, if you want to change it back to what it was when we used to win wars all the time, that's okay with me. All right?
That's coming soon, sir.
You let me know if you want to do it. I think Department of War. It just sounded bad. He said, sir, on behalf of the Department of Defense. Defense. I don't want to be defense only. We want defense, but we want offense too, if that's okay. So you'll make a decision. But, you know, as Department of War, we won everything.
We lost the war in Vietnam. We lost the war in Afghanistan. We lost the war in Iraq, and we're in the process of losing it in Ukraine. Hint! What is that about? These are not just wars the United States lost, but let's be clear. The United States, one of the richest countries in the world, went to war in countries that are among the poorest in the world and were defeated. It's over. We are not the center of the world economy the way we were. Every country in the world is rethinking its strategy. Political, economic, military, ideological. Every company in the world that has any international business is trying to figure out, what does this mean?